Just relax the mind and body and just focus on the breathing. Meditation is trying to be mindful and realize the physical nature and mental nature as they are. If we cannot be mindful and realize the physical nature and mental nature as they are, wrong understanding and attachment will arise. Without right mindfulness and right understanding, we will misunderstand about the physical nature as mind body, mind things, or good things, bad things. If we cannot be mindful and realize the mental nature as they are, we will misunderstand the mental nature as my mind, myself, my soul, or my spirit. Now we will try to be mindful about the breathing. From the view of communication, we will say breathing, or my breathing, or your breathing. We call created truth. Created truth means that is not real, but we give the name or labeling. That is my things, my God, my country, my body, my mind. But from the view of original truth, from the view of real nature, this is not mind or breathing. It is just the wind energies, wind elements that are physical nature. Physical nature is just physical nature. They are neither good nor bad. They are neither mine nor yours. Wind element is just wind elements that are physical nature. Effort to be mindful and awareness or knowingness about the breathing is mental nature. We can be mindful and realize physical nature as physical nature or mental nature as mental nature. For the beginners, to be mindful and realize the physical nature as physical nature is more easier than about the mental nature. Trying to be mindful about the physical nature, we tend to be mindful and realize about their mental nature. So generally we should understand meditation is trying to develop mindfulness and right understanding regarding to the physical nature and mental nature, nama and rupa. In Pali language, we call physical nature as rupa, and mental nature we call nama. Nama and rupa, mental nature and physical nature. Any physical nature or mental nature cannot be permanent, cannot be the same one along the timeline. They are subject to change, they are subject to be renewed because of corresponding causes. They cannot remain the same along the timeline, like the river, like the candle flame. It is not the same heat, it is not the same water along the timeline. They are renewing or disappearing. They are arising and ceasing from moment to moment, depending on the corresponding causes. The candle flame is not the same one along the timeline. The candle flame is renewing and finishing from moment to moment. Regarding to the causes of supporting of fuel, so also about physical nature and mental nature. The wind energies, the in-breath or out-breath, are not the same one. They are renewing and disappearing, replacing one after another from moment to moment. We cannot grasp, we cannot hold on the same breath, the same one as mind breathing, mind dance. Something, someone, mind things, your things. My country, your country. Or just physical, just labeling. Regarding to the combination of different items, we call created truth. The reality or true nature is not mine, not yours. We are just the process of physical nature and mental nature. Just be mindful with relaxed mind. Do not take so serious about any arising, because any arising are not the same one, not the same thing along the timeline. They are renewing and changing, rising and ceasing, replacing and finishing from moment to moment, depending on the corresponding causes. Sometimes ideas, thoughts will arise. Ideas or thoughts or imagination or speculation are just mental objects. Mental objects are condition arising, new arising at the present moment. They are not coming from somewhere. They are not going to somewhere, but they will arise newly at the present moment, depending on the past causes. attachment, the more thinking, the more feeling about the object. Positive thinking or negative thinking, good thoughts or bad thoughts, they are just temporary. They cannot exist forever. They will arise and cease, depending on the causes. Any thought, good or bad, are just to be mindful, just to be realized as physical nature. They are not for grasping as I, mine, but they are just to be mindful and realize. As mental nature. At the moment of being mindful, they will disappear, they will be gone. Because the mindfulness mind will be replaced. At the place of their arising. According to the law of mental nature, one mental state can arise at one time. Two mental states cannot arise at one time. At the moment of anger, mental state arising, mindful mind cannot arise. At the moment of mindfulness arising, the anger mind cannot exist anymore. By trying to be mindful, by trying to develop mindfulness, it will remove the negative mind accordingly. My teaching voice or coaching sound are just the sound energies, just physical nature. We should be mindful, physical nature as physical nature, sound as sound. But normally we cannot be mindful and realize sound as sound, physical nature as physical nature. So our perception judge the sound is good, the sound is bad, the sound is disturbance, the sound is pleasant or unpleasant. Be mindful, physical nature or mental nature. Reading is just the labeling for the physical nature of earth elements. Now temperature is cool. Our body sense can feel the coolness. Coolness is physical nature. Body sense is physical nature. Physical nature, the body sense and the cold temperature, physical nature contact together. At the right moment of contact of two physical nature touching or contacting, the feeling, the mental nature will rise newly. At the daytime, we cannot feel the coolness or cool temperature because coolness or physical nature has not been touching yet in our body sense. Only when the cool temperature, the physical nature, contacts our body sense, the cool feeling or mental nature will arise at the right moment of contact. Just be mindful about your breathing or any physical nature that is easy to be mindful. Normally we guide to be mindful about their breathing because that is easy to be mindful. Because the breathing is arising and ceasing at every moment, even in the sleeping time. So we can be mindful anytime, anywhere about the breathing. There are 6 kinds of objects you can use as meditation object. They are visible objects, lights, colors, shapes are visible objects that are physical in nature. The next one is audible object, the sound. Sound can be used to be mindful as a meditation object. And then smell. Smell can be used as meditation object that is physical in nature. Another one is about the taste. Taste can be used as meditation objects that are physical in nature. And then tangible objects or touching objects, such as hotness, coolness, hardness, softness, tightness, looseness, movements, stillness are tangible objects which can be mindful as physical nature. The next one is mental objects. In Bali we call the mental objects. From the view of general saying, we say thoughts, idea, thinking, speculation, are the image of mental objects. Mental objects are also can be used as meditation objects. But most of the meditators judge mental object as disturbance or bad things. They consider mental object as disturbance or annoyance in the meditation practice. For the vipassana practice, mental objects is also meditation objects to be mindful. Even the mental defilements, greed, anger, ignorance, jealousy, and negative mind can be used to be mindful as meditation objects, as mental nature. So if we can practice very well vipassana, any object, any arising can be used as meditation objects. No need to be stressed or disturbed about the arising of any object. But for the samatha meditation practice, mental objects will be considered as disturbance or annoyance. For the vipassana practice, any objects, any thoughts, any ideas, even the defilements can be used to be mindful as meditation objects. Any object cannot be forever, cannot be the same one, cannot be the same thing along the timeline. They will arise and cease, depending on corresponding causes. Physical nature or mental nature has not been existing in some way. They are not remaining in some way. They are not existing as the same one along the timeline, but they will arise newly at the present moment as soon as corresponding causes contact together. Sitting meditation time is over now. So we will start the listening meditation.